What percentage of Trump voters do you think don't know that food stamps and SNAP benefits are the same thing? Is this an ACA Obamacare type situation? Oh my God, November is coming. Like, how many of them understand that Thanksgiving is going to look a little different this year because they're not getting those food stamps, EBT, SNAP, whatever it is. And some of these fuckers are celebrating. They're celebrating for themselves to go hungry. Oh my God. This is natural selection. We're watching it in real time. Because at least the ones on the left who rely on these benefits didn't vote to lose them. I just looked it up. Pennsylvania stopped giving these benefits on the 16th of October. I just saw a video of a woman saying that she hasn't fed her kids in days, and this would explain it. They're going to starve their own citizens to avoid opening up the government and voting.
Yeah, imagine you have I don't know, old parents or grandparents, and let's say they can't provide for themselves, they don't have enough money, or they don't have children to help them, and they actually, I would say, rely a lot on those benefits, and they just cut them off, you know. Trump just cut them off, and now they are hungry and sick, basically, because, yeah, so I don't know, just terrible. Let's just keep on.
To release the Epstein files. And those starving hillbillies are gonna clap for it.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly.
I don't know if this is kind of prank or this is, I don't know, a funny video, it's okay. But if this woman is that serious, it's actually stupid, you know. She's eating this cracker, a piece of bread, a piece of old bread, and she's talking about what you did with past food stamps, you know. Uh, like people can save up money, etc. I mean, in some ways it's true, but in this case, it's basically government took our money, you know. They just cut off those benefits, and that's it. So yeah, it's just weird.
You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's two of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a third job. I have two jobs. I would take a third job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate.
So this woman has two jobs, which is not normal, you know. If you have one job, you barely enjoy life because it's just life. But when you have two jobs, you don't have any fun in life. And basically, uh, I would say fun is the most important part in life, you know. Not fun, but rest, I would say, yeah. And she's willing to take a third job just to, you know, to buy food. So basically, she's just not a smart person, let's say.
What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account?
Try to give food and I give toys to organizations to help. But I'm going to tell you, I gotta pay for my own family, and it sucks. But you guys have gotten very comfortable living off of the government, and the very thought that you might not get your cards in November has got you guys screaming all over the internet. Meanwhile, you had no problem spending $1,000 food hauls at Costco and showing all the internet all the food you get and dancing and laughing, and even some women like very sarcastically being like, "Oh, you mad?"
Lock in, fuck niggas. We about to fact check this shit. First, if you fuck with me, check out that podcast. Let's get it. What the hell is she talking about? First of all, you are online way too much, and I know you know nothing about food stamps because if you did, you would not make that video. And why are you mad at people using food stamps to buy food? Isn't that why we use it? But I'm gonna give you guys some information just to show you what she's saying doesn't make any damn sense. First of all, if you want less people on SNAP benefits, that would mean that the economy has to get better. Because if we just took the time to use our big people brain, then we'll realize that if the price of living is increasing and wages remain the same, then more people are gonna need government assistance. Which is why reports are saying a stronger economy will equal less people on food stamps. Not to mention that food stamps is just a temporary assistance, meaning that people usually stay between 6 or 24 months. And do you even know the demographic of the people that are on these benefits that the right are complaining about? 34% are children, 33% are the elderly, and 17% are disabled. Not to mention that 50% of people who are on WIC, which is women, infant, and children, have either.
So basically, everyone that has food stamps has disability, or it's just a little kids, or they are orphans, let's say, or they are old people, which is fine, which is okay. And basically, nobody who is healthy, who can work, has them. So it's all right. I mean, it's a good thing, but not a good thing is that these food stamps are being cut from those people who actually need it, who rely on it, who survive on them, you know?
SNAP, Medicaid, or both. In Trump's economy, we have a bad job market, unemployment is high, and inflation is high as well. And you're trying to understand why people want to get on food stamps?
Just so we're aware, it costs about $8 billion a month for food shares for the American people, right? So if they're going to shut it down, and they aren't going to pay out food shares in the month of November, I think it's important that the 70% of people that voted for this administration that are on food stamps understand that the $40 billion that went to Argentina could have went to 5 months worth of food shares while we figure this government shutdown out. This is not on the Democrats. This is on the choices that this administration is making to harm the American people, to harm their own voters. 70%. 70%. 5 months. Remember the numbers. They matter.
I'd like to know how you expect to pay back all of this debt that is going to be layered onto our grandchildren because we're not willing to make our rich part of our society pay their fair share.
So what's interesting about that, and I think it's a fair question, two things are happening here. People in here are upset with me that I voted to cut $2 trillion in spending from the budget.
AI is causing a massive food shortage, which is why we are launching the United States Food Reserve, and it's going to save all our food.
We just heard Trump himself talk about something called United States Food Reserve, and I instantly checked Coinbase. And it's real. So pay close attention because what we do with this information could make us rich. Fox News has just shown us that Donald Trump has actually announced this United States Food Reserve in his 60 Minutes interview to the entire world, which is all of the American food supply in one single asset that you can have access to right now on Coinbase. The best part is that we're extremely early to this. The entire reason for this is that AI is threatening all of the US farmland. Due to the AI data centers taking all of the farmlands, causing massive food shortage. This is exactly why billionaires like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos have been buying acres of farmland for years to keep all of the food for themselves while everyone else starves. This is exactly why recently Trump just left France for the G7 summit event with all the world leaders to solve this issue and to announce the tokenization of the asset. The United States Food Reserve saving us from starvation. So when I decided to do some more digging on the blockchain, and I came across BlackRock's crypto positions. This is all public data. I see in my portfolio they actually added USFR, that same asset that we saw, United States Food Reserve. This is where I went all in. I went to the official website of USFR.ai, and the site literally confirms that Donald Trump will announce this to the American public. There's even a countdown too. This will actually make us rich. Already listed on Coinbase as the USFR, United States Food Reserve, and make sure you verify you're the correct one, because the
All that.
no one official CA. I'm at USFR for the official CA to get in on Coinbase.
Bitch, they said y'all not finna get no food stamps for November. They said it's over 40-some million people that would be affected by this. And this is all due to the government shutdown. They said this shit includes SNAP, WIC, all that. Anything that includes with food, that shit is going down. Now, I don't know if it's true, but they saying that if you got kids under 5, you still would get food stamps. Meanwhile, they saying there's insufficient funds. People finna go crazy. America is finna shut this bitch down. I feel bad because it's finna be so many families without. People already stressed over if they gonna get paid or not, especially dealing with federal shit. Like, people got bills and stuff to pay for, and that shit don't stop. Like, they don't stop our rent. They don't stop our lights. Like, that shit don't stop, and we literally gotta figure out and fend for it. That I know that's why it's always good to have emergency funds, but everybody's life ain't good enough for them to have that, if that makes sense. I think this law go into effective on November the 1st. I saw a few people saying that it's supposed to start at the end of October, but I'm not absolutely sure about that because I didn't read up on that part. But I think it's November the 1st. Y'all better be really prepared because it's some shit really finna happen.
He out here changing up things left and right. He been signing things left and right ever since he got in office. Donald Trump says, working people, you can get food stamps now. If you need a little extra help, look, come get these stamps. So I don't know who gave people the idea that because you had a job that you didn't need no extra help. Trump stepped in the game and he like, look, you can still work. You can work, but we still gonna give you a little extra help. And the ladies or whoever that's been laying around at home not doing that, receiving all the SNAP benefits, getting all the food stamps. Oh, y'all better get up and do something. Donald Trump been doing the best that he can for everybody. It's hard trying to please all these different races, all these different genders, all these different personalities. It's hard trying to do that. And I feel like he's trying.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids. It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching a video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
If you can't afford to have kids, don't have kids. Yo, who said that? It's crazy how loud people get when it's time to blame everyone but themselves. Maybe instead of demanding handouts, it's time to start demanding more from yourself as a parent. Your kids are no one else's responsibility but your own. This sense of entitlement will get you nowhere.
So all the Trump voters in these states who received SNAP benefits voted against their interests when they voted back the man when he was in office last time, stripped 4 million of them from their SNAP benefits. That's right. He said if you had a home, a job, a little piece of income, that you weren't struggling that much. So he removed a lot of them from the rolls. He also tried to make it harder for them to get utility subsidy. That's until it was challenged. And then eventually his term ran out and Joe Biden put them right back. So how do they thank Joe Biden? They voted back Donald Trump in the office.
So basically Joe Biden put them back, the food stamps, the anything, and people were like that. Okay, he put it back. We don't need food stamps. We don't need anything. We don't need any extra help. It's okay. I'm disabled, but I'm a fan of Donald Trump. We need to bring Trump back, and he's gonna cut it again. So this is what happened, bro. This is terrible. Who are those people who are doing that? I don't know.
When you best believe you think you're struggling now, wait till January. Wait till January.
So because Democrats won a legal battle today not to turn over sensitive food stamp information to the Trump administration, they are now threatening to cut off food stamps right before Thanksgiving, which means millions of people, including the highest percentage of people with disabilities, will not receive food supplemented income next month. All because there was a victory secured today about 9 hours ago stating that they would not turn over private information of people who receive food stamps. And in return, Trump retaliated and said that due to this, there will be no stamps on Thanksgiving. Taking away people's supplemented income right before the holidays is pure fucking evil. If the Trump administration and the congressional Republicans do not
imagine that, I don't know, older people takes candy from a child, and it's basically similar stuff, when people supposed to celebrate anything, Christmas, Thanksgiving, doesn't matter, you take food stamps from them and they can't buy food because food is basically a big part of celebration, and it's just terrible. We don't talk about, I don't know, some presents, etc. We're just talking about basic food.
reopen the federal government to negotiate the shutting down of SNAP, this will also impact healthcare and Medicaid. USDA is stating that SNAP is 100% federally funded. And if there are no funds at the federal level, there are no funds, period. But I think it's extremely disingenuous to think that this is because of the government shut down when it's really because they couldn't get the information of private citizens. They have been trying to do this since July, and they have been targeting Democrat-led states, and they have been refusing to give up all this information. And it's no surprise that right after they say that they won this entire operation that the Trump administration tried to push on them to not turn over the information, now they are not going to receive any food stamps to these states. 42 million Americans, 44% of which are specifically disabled, will not get food stamps, and they will be put as fraud, waste, and abuse. This was literally the purpose all along of the government shutdown. And this is very calculated and very disingenuous.
My fellow American citizens, do not panic, all right? I know they took our food stamps. Like, don't panic. Don't go into chaos. That's really what they want. Like, you got to remember that they want our energy. The only way they know how to get our attention is by doing some shit like that. Food stamps. They know our black ass, white ass, whoever get them food stamps need them fucking food stamps, bro. And they know the shit gonna cause chaos. And that's what they want y'all to do so they can just easily pew pew knock us off the map. But we cannot allow them to do that. Don't start no war. Don't panic. Everything is in control.
Basically when people are scared, it's actually easier to control them, and which is doing United States to us. They are controlling us. They are basically scaring us, and I mean they are doing a good job for them, but not for us, and yeah, it's pretty much sad.
You believe in God so motherfucking much, source, whatever you want to call it, know that you will be provided for. This land is motherfucking yours. Like, I'm way in Thailand, but I'm just trying to help the people because I already see the shit. I see the shit happening. Like, they want war, but that's not what we need in this time. We need peace. We need love. This is a time where y'all all come together and we feed each other like how we really supposed to be doing, but we so distracted. The people that's making money and feel like they rich, they don't give a fuck about the people. We don't give a damn about each other. If it ain't about the money, we don't care, and that's fucked up. That's why we gotta do better, and that's why they able to control everything that they controlling today, because we don't know no better. We don't know who the fuck we are for real. We don't know that we got control of everything that's going on in this world, bro. So be still, be peaceful, go outside, meditate, walk around, get in some grass, and know that source is going to provide. Ain't no need to panic. It's all under control, I'm telling you.